Hello and welcome to our channel, Portugal on a Shoestring. We are Brian and Diane, and in 2023 we bought a century-old abandoned property in central Portugal. Please join us as we begin our adventures, gaining new knowledge and skills along the way, as we renovate our house and manage our land, and all on a shoestring budget. If you enjoy our videos, please like, share and subscribe.
Hello, welcome back to Portugal on a Shoestring.
Hi everyone.
We've been asked by our subscribers to do a cost of living video, so this is it. My name's Brian and this is Diane, my wife.
Hi.
And we came to Portugal this year in March from a new town in the northwest of England called Skelmersdale. We're both from Liverpool originally, but we've moved around a bit and we settled in Skelmersdale. Lived there most of our lives, and then we've decided to come here. We bought a property in we started the process in 2022, we finalised on 2023, and we moved here this year. So what we'll do is split up into three videos. We're splitting this video up into three sections. The first part will be bills, household, ongoing bills for the car, that type of thing. The second part we'll do groceries, and finally we go on to construction materials, sand, cement, plasterboard, that type of stuff. Okay, so let's get on with it. First one up really is electricity. We're with a company called Gold Energy. It's similar to the UK where you can choose which supplier you have. They're one of the cheaper ones, but it depends on your circumstances, so have a shop around. The standard charge is 32 cents per day. So each day you're using it, that gets added onto your bill. We're on a dual tariff, which means that we have a day rate and a night and weekend rate. So the day rate is 24.2 cents per unit, that's a kilowatt hour, and the night rate is 14.2 cents per kilowatt hour. So obviously everybody's usage is different, so if you add up the 28 or 30 days, then how many units you expect to use, you'll be able to work out your own bills.
I mean, we average probably about 36 to 40 pounds a month on our usage at the moment. And we don't run loads of things, do we really? But we are renovating at the end of the day, so we
using
are
quite a few power tools and things like that. So it's probably about equal to what our ongoing cost would be.
Yeah.
So the next one up is water. Water rate is it's similar to the way they do in the UK. Again, you're charged an amount for the water you use, and you're charged an amount for sewage. So again, standard charge for the water supply, 16.2 pence per day, and for the sewage it's 13.5 pence per day. They have two tiers on the amount charge you for the water, and that's up to 5 cubic meters a month. You pay a lower amount. So that is it's 59 cents per cubic meter, and then over 5 cubic meters you pay €1.28. So to encourage you to use less water. Sewage charge on top of that is 30 cents per cubic meter. So again, you add up all the cubic meters and the number of days, and you can work your own bills out. Yeah.
Well, we probably about 25 to 30 euros a month. Probably a bit higher than that when we were filling the pool, because that's quite a lot.
Yeah, 6.5 cubic meters just on its own.
But yeah, obviously that's going to last us a good few months into the summer.
I think our last month was 11 cubic meters.
Yeah.
I think that's what that sort of €26 euros is based on. For cooking and water heating we use bottled gas, propane, and they are 11 kilo bottle, which is a sort of medium sized bottle, is €32.
You do pay a deposit on the
Yeah, that's right.
on
It's
the bottle.
€15 for the deposit. But obviously, once you've got a bottle, you just exchange that.
Yeah.
So I think we use a bottle every 2 months.
Every 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So about €15 a month,
Yeah.
thereabouts,
Yeah.
give or take. Again, obviously, it depends how much water you're using and how much
gas,
cooking.
actually. Not water.
Heating water, I mean.
Oh, heating
Yeah,
water. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, if you're having loads and loads of showers, which we're not because we're dirty, but because we don't
Well-
have the water connected to the heater.
Well, I am having lots of showers, but they're cold showers, and to be honest, it's really nice. And by the end of the day, the pipes have warmed up in the
That's
sun,
true.
and it's really quite nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're saving on the gas for having water pipes being warmed by the sun.
I mean, some days you can get in and the water is actually almost as hot as it's coming out the boiler.
Yeah, it is
For
really
about 5 minutes or
Yeah.
so. So you have a quick shower, you're all right.
Well, yeah. It's nice that it goes cold though.
yeah, cool down.
It's boiling.
That's always got transport. Petrol here, obviously prices go up and down, same as everywhere. But at the moment, petrol is about $1.69 a litre, and diesel is $1.62, I think it is. We don't use diesel, so I'm only going by my impression, but it's about that. We have a little Kangoo van. It's a 1.2 litre petrol engine, and it's quite old. I mean, it's a 97, I think it is. The road tax on that is $39.95 a year.
That's unbelievable,
So,
isn't it?
But I mean, generally speaking, road tax is quite cheap anyway here, so
Yeah.
that's quite good. Car insurance is €170 a year. That's for any driver, third party fire and theft.
Yeah. So it's the vehicle that's insured, not
That's
the
right.
person. So I can drive it as well as Brian.
Yeah, and our daughters
And the
come
daughters
over,
can, yeah.
she can drive it, you know.
So that's really handy that
Yeah.
you don't have to put a person on the policy.
Yeah. Other than that, I think the only other cost on the car is the equivalent of the MOT, which is called the IPO here. That's £35, the fee for that
Euros.
every year. Euros, yeah. Sorry, whenever I say pounds,
Mean euros.
just take it to mean euros. Still haven't got out the habit of saying pounds or quid. Or,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just ingrained, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just naturally say it.
Other than that, for the house, we've got council tax. That's €151 a year.
A year.
A year,
Not a month.
That's a year. I think if you're in towns, in a town, it's more. But certainly in a rural area, it's really, really cheap. We have Starlink for our internet, which is a satellite system for internet downloads and stuff. That's £40 a month. Although with that, you have to buy their equipment, which is €200.
Quite an investment to begin with.
Yeah, so there's an upfront cost, but then you have quite fast internet for a reasonable amount.
Yeah.
I think I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were saying that they're paying for a landline system, and it's I think they're saying €45 to €50 a month. So it's competitive, you know.
They did get the phones included in that.
Yeah.
Contract phones,
That's
which
right.
I think that's quite good, but we don't really need.
No, we use pay-as-you-go phones, and we pay.
Well, I pay £6 for
I
mine
think
a
mine's
month.
£8 a month. Just
Yeah.
a SIM only thing, and we just keep our phones.
Yeah. So
So-
that works out better.
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
for us.
Health insurance. We use ACP, which are the Portuguese equivalent of the RAC, and through them you can get a health insurance scheme. Now the membership is €60 a year, and the health insurance scheme is another €60. So it's €120 each. That's for the year.
Yeah.
It's a basic health insurance. It's not all bells and whistles, but it covers you for all the basics, and I think that's dental as well, that one. So, I mean, we did get some quotes, and they were quite expensive. They were talking like £800-900 a year.
Yeah.
So we've not had to use any of it yet, so don't know how well it works.
Well, we're not sure really, are we? But no. It covers you for your visa requirements.
Yeah, that's the only reason we got it, to be honest. The health insurance in Portugal is free for all residents. So as soon as you become a resident, you're entitled to free healthcare, same as the NHS in the UK. So as soon as we become full residents, we will probably drop the health insurance.
Yeah. The problem is there's a huge backlog with residency card issuing.
Yeah.
So I applied for the residency in March when I arrived here, and I've signed up and everything, but I still haven't received my card, and it's July, so I can't go to a local GP and register yet.
No.
So that's why we've got the health insurance there as backup.
Yeah, yeah. And I haven't even had my interview yet.
Yeah.
So you have to have an interview here to show the paperwork and stuff.
Yeah.
There's such a backlog. I think it's somewhere around 350,000 people waiting for interviews.
Yeah.
The Portuguese government have just extended the visas. So whereas my visa was 120 days, it's now active till June next year.
Yeah.
So they basically put 12 months on top of it. So there's no panic about it, but obviously we'd like to get it all sorted and get legalised.
Yeah, but at least they allow for the fact that they've got huge.
Yeah,
backlog.
they know they've got a
know
backlog.
that.
They know it's a problem, and they're allowing for it. So
They just
it's okay.
let you know that you're okay for another year.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's peace of mind. Really.
Yeah, yeah. Right,
groceries.
Groceries.
There are a few supermarkets in Portugal, and we've had a little look around all of them really. So they vary, don't like they do in the UK, from price and poshness.
I mean, the ones certainly around here are, we have Lidl, there's Continent, and Intermarché.
Yeah.
I think they're the three main ones, aren't they?
Yeah,
in this area.
There's some smaller ones as well, but they're
the main ones. And what we've done is we've done our list that we normally sort of buy, and we've taken about the cheapest price that we can find. Obviously, you can pay blah 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 as much as you want on top if you want a particular brand or better quality or funny flavours or whatever it is.
Well,
but this is just to give you an idea of the basic cost of stuff.
What we tend to do is we shop at Lidl because they tend to be the best prices, and then we get a few bits and bobs from Intermarché because we like the bread.
Some of the stuff
prefer the fresh bread from there and bits and bobs.
Yeah.
So we tend to get our main shop from Lidl. The prices are really good.
Yeah.
But then we go into Intermarché.
And there's various things that we particularly like from Lidl, so we use them for
We're
that
used
as well.
to using Lidl in the UK as well, so it's nice. I think if you want to get a little bit more choice, Continent is really
very
good.
Yeah. They're similar to sort of Tesco.
They have a huge sort of range of different products, so if you really want a good look around and get lots of choice, Continent is really good.
Yeah, definitely. But, so we've got some stuff listed. What I'll do, I'll put all the prices up on screen, as you'll have seen with the bills one, and I'll do the same with the groceries. But we won't tell everything because there's just too much
to go through.
So we'll just pick a few out and give you examples. And one of the things we struggle with a little bit is fresh milk. Now, you don't really get fresh milk here at all. It's all UHT.
Yeah.
So only some of the bigger supermarkets actually carry fresh milk.
And they're only in litre bottles.
Yeah, litre bottles.
Cartons.
And they'll only have maybe 20 litres per day.
You have to go early.
You have to go reasonably early to get it.
To get hold of the fresh milk.
Otherwise, it's just gone. There's just an empty space in the chiller.
We did try the UHT, but it just doesn't taste right in tea.
Yeah, it might get used to it eventually, but
yeah, not really.
it just reminds me of the old Steri milk. But a litre of fresh milk here is about 109.
Yeah.
So it's not terribly expensive, but it's a little bit more.
It's more than you.
UHT by comparison is about 85-ish, 85 cents. So, and obviously you don't need to keep it in the fridge until you're using it either, so that's handy.
Yeah, that's a better shelf life.
Yeah. Also, we've got the list we're looking at, so you can remember the prices. Butter, 250 grams of butter is $1.89. It's quite nice as well.
It's lovely.
It? Nice
Really lovely.
Plenty of salt in it.
Yeah, they do one with or without salt, but they actually do have salt in it, you know.
Yeah. More so than the UK ones, which we've found over the years they've taken more and more salt out. Everything tastes less and less of anything.
Yeah, it does. We found that here that things taste so much better because they stop. You don't mess with stuff like they do in the UK. Everything's starting to get a bit bland in the UK, isn't it? So things taste a lot better. Also, I am going off on a tangent.
Sorry.
Chicken. Oh, tastes delicious here. And when you cook it, you don't get half a pint of water, like watery stock in the tray. Yeah.
At the moment, we're just using an air fryer.
Yeah.
Now, if we cooked a chicken in the UK in an air fryer, we'd end up with about quarter to half a pint of juice.
Of juice, yeah.
Here,
I'm so surprised.
Almost nothing. A little bit of fat in the bottom.
Delicious.
That's all. No water at all. And speaking of chicken.
Yeah.
250 to 315 a kilo.
Yeah,
depending on what you're buying, whether you're buying legs or whole chicken or whatever.
We tend to get legs, a pack of legs, and then I break them up and freeze them individually so I can take them out when we need them. Really.
Legs or thighs? Yeah,
legs or thighs.
I'm not much of a thigh man, but for chicken I am. So while we're on meat, pork is about £3.25 to £4 a kilo, and beef £9.50 to £12 a kilo, depending on the cut, obviously. So, you know, the prices are not silly by any means, but they're not cheap, right? No. Cheese, you don't get a great deal of choice in cheese.
I know, I do miss English cheese.
The local cheeses are
British cheese.
Nice enough, but a little bland. They start from about $7.50, $7.75 and go up. That's per kilo.
I mean, maybe we haven't tried any specialist cheeses or anything like that.
No.
We haven't tried anything more expensive or anything, so...
No, we've only had stuff from supermarkets.
Yeah, so we don't know.
We can't comment on artisan cheese.
Yes, definitely.
So we go on to, let's say, fruit and vegetables.
Yeah.
Potatoes, 3 kilo bags, they sell them in as a standard, and they're about £3.50 for a 3 kilo bag. Onions, £2.85 for 2 kilos, and carrots, 85 cents a kilo. They're the sort of basic things, you know.
We should say that it's very seasonal in Portugal.
Oh, very much so, yeah.
We've got used to in the UK having things when we want them at a certain price. But here it's very seasonal, so it's cheap when it's grown, basically. Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting so many flies around.
The price does jump dramatically as the crops change.
Yeah, definitely.
Whereas, like say in Britain, it'll be fairly standard, especially for the basics.
It's pretty steady, isn't it, the price-wise?
But here it will jump quite dramatically.
Yeah.
Which also means it's very cheap when it's in season. But it becomes more expensive when it's out.
Years ago in the UK it used to be like
that.
Yeah,
and we used to eat more seasonally.
When we were young.
Yeah, when I was a lad.
When I was young. Yeah. But it is quite nice because obviously I mean, when we first came here, it'd just been orange season, and they were like 99 cents a kilo, and you just bags and bags of them, you know. Now it's at the moment.
Cherries was.
Oh,
recently,
cherries
wasn't
went
it?
down like last month.
Cherries, they started off at about €9 a kilo, and I think the week before last they were $3.50 a kilo. So that shows you the sort of difference.
It's a huge jump, really.
Yeah.
Tomatoes, obviously, at the moment are quite cheap.
Yeah.
Because it's tomato season.
Yeah, they're about $1.25 a kilo at the moment.
Whereas they
for
were
vine tomatoes.
Yes, for vine ones. Whereas they're like £3 before, weren't
they? Yeah. So again, eat with the appropriate crop.
Yeah.
One odd thing that we took a little bit of getting used to here was the fact that when you buy lettuce and cucumber and things like that, you buy it by the kilo.
Yeah.
You buy it by weight.
It's not like you
don't buy a lettuce. You buy half a kilo of lettuce.
Yeah.
So you take a whole lettuce, but you weigh it, and you charge for whatever it costs. It's not a bad system. Just took a bit of getting used to.
Yeah, well, you think, oh, that's quite a good price for a lettuce. So you take one, and it's like £2 more than you thought it was going to be.
Well, maybe not £2.
It's like, you know, it's just like, oh, that's a good price for such a huge lettuce.
Yeah, which has its downside when you look at the likes of melons.
Yes, you think it's cheap, but
watermelon. It's only 75 cents. Yeah,
a kilo.
That's a kilo. So it's like 4 kilos in a big watermelon. But you do get a lot of watermelons still.
Yeah, well, he got me a little honeydew one for a couple of quid this week.
Yeah.
So that was okay.
I mean, our overall impression really has been that it's not cheap. It's not horrendously expensive, but it's certainly not a cheap place to buy your groceries, your things like that. And markets are not cheap here.
No.
You will get maybe better quality, or you might have fresher stuff, but you certainly will not be cheaper.
The
supermarkets are significantly cheaper than the markets.
Well, they've got the buying power up at the end of the day, same in the UK.
So a few more things. Bread.
Oh, the bread is lovely.
Fresh bread. All the supermarkets have their own bakeries, and it's all fresh, crusty bread. It's really, really nice and cheap. Dinner rolls, various different sizes. They start from about 15 cents up to about 20 cents each. Normally do them in bags of 5 or 6 for 80 or 90 cents, that type of thing. That type of thing. A French stick is about 70 cents.
Yeah, from Intermarché. We like it from there, don't we?
Lovely.
It's really nice.
Yeah. And it tastes so nice. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's salt again. I don't know.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Yeah, but it's
just...
Personally, I'd have bread every day. But what we tend to do is we'll have salad butties or that type of thing every couple of days, and
well, we freeze it in sealable bags as well.
Yeah.
So we'll try and keep it, but still
just to save on transport costs.
It doesn't taste as nice.
No.
It tastes okay. It tastes nice, but it doesn't taste as nice from being fresh. But obviously, we're quite far away from the supermarket to go every day.
Yeah. So we
freeze them.
We usually go once a week.
Yeah.
Maybe a top up if we're passing somewhere, that type of thing. But we don't make a special trip. Sliced bread. 800-gram loaf is the cheap sort of Intermarché own brand one, is about $1.09 for a loaf. If you're getting the big brand here is Bimbo. So if you get Bimbo bread, I think it's $1.80, $1.90 for a loaf, that type of thing. And it's little square loaves, slices.
I know they're
but it's nice enough. But
they do a cracking toasty loaf.
Called Torrada.
Yeah. Oh,
and it's about
thick slices.
what, an inch and a half thick.
Yeah, it's lovely.
You only get about 15 slices in the loaf, but
it is nice.
literally it's that thick.
Doorsteps, as my
And-
mum would say.
You toast it
Toast it.
and butter, and yeah, really, really nice.
So that's about 109, is it, for that one?
That's 109, that one.
Yeah, that's their own brand.
Yeah.
So we get that every week.
Yeah. Pasta, 500 grams pasta, about 79-80 cents. Rice, kilo of rice is 115, which is quite a bit dearer than the UK. So I know you can buy in Asda and Tesco, Sainsbury's, all of them. You can get a kilo of white rice for 49 pence, that type of thing. So the cheapest you can get is 115. You won't get any cheaper than that. Tea bags.
Now
This is my bugbear.
This is an issue. When the girls come over to visit, he got the girls to bring over lots of tea bags in their luggage.
Lots. 700. Lasts about a month and a half. Lots.
Well, as much as they could possibly get in. He didn't want them to bring clothes, for heaven's sake. He just wanted to bring
hang on.
tea bags.
Katie, Becky, if you're listening, next time you come, you've got pockets, haven't you? Fill them with bloody tea bags.
And people will say, oh, buy them from Amazon.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, my God, they're horrendous
price is
expensive.
horrendous. £35 for 1,000 tea bags. Now, I used to drink PG tips all the time. I don't mind others, so that's fine. I just used to do that.
Yeah, but we changed them because they changed the pyramid bags.
Yeah.
And they're no good now. They've gone to square again.
But they're about £5.50 for 240.
Yeah.
To buy 240 own brand little bags here, which are about the cheapest, cost 15, 60. Sorry, I'm just distracted by the sight of dragonfly.
Dragonflies.
Wow.
He's massive.
Um,
Sorry.
to buy the same amount in Lidl, 240 would cost about 15 quid. It's about four times the price.
We found Lord Nelson. They're called.
Yeah.
Very
They're not
British.
bad.
They're all right, but they need a lot of brewing.
Yeah. You need to.
You have to leave them
work
to
the
brew
flavour out
along.
of them.
Yeah, they don't brew as well as the English ones.
Well, they're
British ones.
95 cents for 25 bags.
Yeah, so they're about the cheapest. We
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
I mean, there's different supermarkets and they do English tea bags like PG tips and that, but they're a lot more expensive.
Yeah, the sort of 25 bags are €2 a pack. You know,
Yeah,
so,
I think it was £2.50 in
that's right.
in town for that. So
yeah.
Well, yeah, the Lord Nelson are okay, but you have to wait for it to brew.
Yeah. So we always use a teapot. So,
And we're a teapot couple, aren't we?
yeah. Can't stand tea made in a cup. Oh, that's horrible. Anyway, moving on.
You have to move on because it could last forever. This.
Diane likes coffee. I'm not over keen
I
on
love
coffee.
Yeah.
We have a Dolce Gusto machine and Lidl's equivalent pods. They're compatible with it. Box of 16 is £3.50. They're quite nice.
They are nice, yeah. I need a couple of them in the morning.
Yeah.
Get me started.
But I think instant coffee, we haven't actually bought any ourselves, so I couldn't tell you what it's like.
Yeah.
We're about £3.99 for 300 grams.
I don't really want to invest in a jar in case I don't like it.
Yeah.
Because, it's like £4 a jar.
Well, you like the Dolce Gustos type stuff. So.
No, I know, but I mean, there's all such a range. I don't know whether they're any good or not.
No.
It's a lot to invest if you don't like. You have one coffee and then you throw the bloody jar away.
We can afford $3.99 for one jar. And then if you don't like it, we throw it away.
I do want to throw stuff away.
Tight.
Might have to just give it away to the neighbour.
Yeah.
That might be a good idea, actually. Because we got a lettuce on the doorstep yesterday. It was
true.
lovely.
Yeah. Just leave things on the door.
Oh, it's
great.
fabulous. They're so generous. Portuguese people.
Yeah.
They're so lovely.
Can't fault them.
I know. Get off, honestly, guys.
Toiletries, we got toilet roll, 12 rolls, £3.79 from Lidl.
Quite good.
They're the same ones you get in the UK, so if you go there you'll see which ones they are. And shower gel and shampoos, hair conditioners, again Lidl, £1.49, £1.35.
Similar price to the UK.
Are they?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm not sure about them.
Well, you
I don't use a lot of
shampoo.
shampoo. But I have to be poked into the shower with a big stick. So.
Oh, you're kidding. Honest to God.
We've got a pool.
I don't know.
Laundry detergent, 42 wash is £4.50. That's for a liquid one.
That's because he doesn't like me getting the expensive one, but he thinks that's expensive. But
I think that's expensive.
Well, it's really nice. He bought me a cheap one the other week, and I said I don't like it. The washing doesn't smell right.
That was the same price.
Was it from Continent?
Yeah, it was just a different flavour. That's all.
It was rubbish.
Yeah.
No, this one's like their version, Lidl's version of Ariel, I think, something like that. But the washing smells much better.
Fair enough.
Honestly.
It was just a different flavour.
Plus, I
and it
need
was the same
strong
sort of price.
smell to disguise him.
Anyway, moving on.
Go through quite a lot of soap.
The other things we get really are likes of snacks, and we don't drink a lot of beer or wine. We have an occasional one. Yeah. But an odd bottle type of thing,
well,
not much.
It takes 3 days to recover from having a couple of drinks, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So we had a taste test when we first moved here, and we got all the different supermarket brands, and we got Superboc and Sewage, which are the 2 main brands here. Yeah. And we tried each one against each other. Yeah. And we actually found that we preferred, above the big brands, we preferred the Intermarché, which is called Kingsbrow, and that's about £2.75 for 6 330ml bottles, which, it's great.
And there's red wine, there's a bottle in Lidl that I quite like. It's from Alentejo region, which is well known for their nice wine. Yes. How much was that? What's that say? £1.89. Yeah. £1.89 for a bottle of red wine. Very nice. Drinkable. Yeah. You can buy wine here in cartons from about 90 cents. Yeah. Red and white. No difference in price really. No. But to get something that's reasonably drinkable, sort of 180 upwards. So good. It's really nice. Very
and it depends on your taste, obviously.
Obviously, yeah, but it's good quality. I think it's quite good quality for the price. Yeah. Definitely.
And the only other things then is ice creams.
Oh yeah, we get through quite.
We get like Magnum style ice creams, £2.75 for 6 from Lidl. Yeah. And Solero type, which are £1.99 for 4, again from Lidl. And crisps, lots of crisps. We eat a lot of crisps.
Yeah, they don't do bags like 6 packs and things like that they do in the UK. They're very rare. Now and again you can find them, but it's not very popular.
Yeah, the smallest bags you normally see 150
So
grams.
it's like sharing bags that you get. So that's very popular, isn't it, really? Yeah. Well, yeah. Don't want
to... not sharing bags.
Well, we're supposed to share.
But they're about £1.10.
Don't want to share
a bag.
Yeah. So yeah, I like the ready salted crinkly ones. Yeah. We share. Yeah. We do share those because they are a lot.
A ham flavour or a chorizo one as well, don't they? Yeah. Which is similar price. So yeah, we usually go through like 3 or 4 of them a week, that type of thing. Yeah. We don't eat them like twice a day.
Don't have them. No, we don't have them every day. Well, I've started having an ice cream every day.
Yeah, you got a bit of a Magnum habit.
I've got a bit of a habit going on at the moment.
Yeah, I must admit, I'm just as well.
Yeah.
It's warm. It's nice. So,
yeah, that's it.
Hey, we're retired.
That's it. That's it. Don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do? Eat Magnums.
Eat Magnums all day long. Yeah. Each of the supermarkets, you can go onto their websites and most of them have either an online shopping system, or you can certainly see some of the special offers and things like that. I'll flash up on the screen now a set of links, and you can go directly to them and check the prices for yourself. And I'll do the same thing with the construction. And
right,
the final section is construction. Obviously I'm doing this house on my own mostly, so we're having to buy materials and sand and cement and that type of stuff.
Yes, you are doing it on your own, but
I
do all the background stuff.
Yeah.
I do all the cleaning.
Without Diane's support, I just couldn't
God.
be able to do any of it. So, no, we're a team, and she does a lot of the garden work and the maintenance of the garden, which frees me up from not having to do that. You do most of the laundry and the cleaning and
all
stuff.
the background stuff.
Yeah.
It's not glamorous.
Which, I mean, I don't mind doing some of that, but it frees me up to do other
obviously,
things.
Brian's got more skill in doing that stuff.
Yeah, we do.
I do
we're
the
good
other
at.
stuff. You know, it's just that he's becoming a bit of a star.
Cool.
Yeah. So you do see Brian doing most of the work on the videos, but
Diane's doing everything in the background, so it's a team effort.
I'm his sort of swan's feet.
Yeah, I'm gliding gracefully along.
And I'm pedalling like mad.
Right, so what we got is the likes of the hard materials, so sand, aggregate, stuff like that. Here we have what called Brita, which is limestone chips, and that's what they use for paths and for making concrete. Similar to MOT in UK, but without the sort of dust. It's all one size.
Well, if you've seen the beginning of our video, in the front, that's Brita.
Yeah, the gravel on the front.
The gravel on the front, that's Brita.
That's Brita. It's a white limestone. It's nice.
It's really
and it's
nice.
cheap.
Yeah.
Anyway, sand, Brita, that type of stuff. If you're buying it in bags, obviously not the cheapest way, but can be more convenient, is about $1.50 a bag, depending on where you go. If you're buying it by the cubic metre, like we did with the Brita for the front, it works out about €21 per cubic metre. And we had 4 cubic metres delivered, and the delivery was €7.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And the Brita itself was 84, I think. So about €90 for the whole lot. Cement is about €4 a bag, 25 kilo bag, standard. Exactly the same stuff as we have in the UK. I haven't actually had to buy any concrete blocks yet. We will be doing.
Yeah.
And obviously as we do the projects, we'll put the prices in. I think they're about 68 each and 28 pence for Tijolo, which are the red brick ones. Other than that, wood's quite expensive.
Very expensive.
Certainly from what I'm used to, and certainly from what any Americans watching will be used to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's much dearer in the UK than in America, and it's dearer even more here. So
I know you've been watching a lot of woodwork
I do, yeah.
videos from America and that, and it's like, oh, we wish we could get wood that price.
The thought of just being able to just throw you 4x3s at everything and or 42s at everything and
Just get
birch
sheets
plywood.
of
Wow!
Yeah, birch plywood and everything.
Anyway.
Oh, it is.
3x2s are about €10 for a 2.5 metre length, and 4x2s are between €11.50 and €15, depending where you go. So if you've got a bit of a project where you've got a few, that adds up quite quickly. But OSB we've used for our worktop.
Yeah.
That 19mm USB was €31 a sheet, which is actually not too bad. That's comparable with the UK. Tiles not bad.
I think they're fine.
Basic white tiles, white sort of 6-inch square tiles, are about £7.50 a square metre.
Is that similar to?
Yeah,
UK,
I mean,
I think?
the cheapest thing you'll find in the UK is about £5.50, £6 per square metre. So similar,
Yeah.
you know. You'll probably have seen the floor tiles we used and the tiles we used for our worktops. Those floor tiles were £10.50 a square metre, and the worktop tiles were £8.99 a square metre. That was on offer.
Yeah.
They're normally £9.99
I
a
mean,
square metre.
you know, you go as expensive as you've
Yeah,
got,
yeah.
whatever your budget
Oh, God.
requires. But they are, you know, affordable, I think.
Yes,
in a
you
good
can find
range.
reasonably
You
priced
can,
ones.
you know, in a good range.
Yeah.
But obviously, you can spend whatever you want.
Yeah.
They've got quite a nice selection of
Yeah.
tiles, don't
We got standard floor adhesive for the kitchen floor. That was £3.99 a bag, 25 kilo bags. Yeah. For the worktop, I had to have a flexi adhesive, which was I think £10.50, but I only used half a bag, so
Yeah.
plenty more for something else.
Yeah, there is something else to be doing.
Yeah,
Got
there's lots
of
more
things
tiling.
planned.
Oh my God, there's more tiling to do. But yeah, we're
Oh well.
lots of these materials. Yeah, you use half a bag. You just keep it. It'll go on for the next job. There's lots and lots of. One of the things that is dear here is paint.
Yeah.
You can get some sort of nasty paint for about €20 for
Yeah.
come in 15-litre tubs here. Just white emulsion we're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, we did try one, didn't
Yeah,
we? When
I mean we paid €40
we
for
sort of
that.
got the mid-range one,
It was
and it
awful.
was just so runny. It
Yeah.
got absolutely covered in it.
Yeah.
Because we just did a lick of paint in 2 rooms that we were going to,
Yeah.
to sort
And
of
it-
live in.
Took 2 coats and
It's
3 in some
rubbish.
places.
The coverage was rubbish.
Yeah.
It dripped all down his arm and everything. It was just covered all over the place.
Now we have been recommended.
Yeah, we've had a recommend.
A few different people have recommended the same paint, which is by a company called Dyrup, DYRUP. You'll see it in some of the common videos. 3-in-1, so it's a primer and interior and exterior paint.
It's anti-mould as well, isn't it?
Anti-mould as well,
Anti-mould
yeah.
as well, so that's handy.
So that's actually a mid-range one, and that's €59 for 15 litres.
Yeah.
So not cheap, but if it works, I don't
That's
mind
it,
that.
it's well worth it, isn't it?
Yeah, if 2 coats covers it, brilliant. You know,
Happy.
yeah.
Job's
And
a
if it
good one.
doesn't all end up on the floor because it's
Well, yeah.
spraying everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
we mainly use Leroy Merlin and Bric-a-Marche, which are like
Wicks
a
and B&Q.
Wicks and B&Q type of places. So I'll put their links up as well now, and you can go and
Go and have a
you can
look.
check all your prices yourself.
Yeah.
Leroy yourself.
Yeah.
Leroy Merlin especially is very good for finding prices because they cover everything. So what they don't actually have in store, you can order through their sort of partners as well, but all the prices are on the one site.
Yeah.
So take a look at them,
Good site.
and yeah, it'll give you a better idea of what you might need to pay. That'll do.
Yeah.
So that's it really for the sort of budget side of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we've put it on the thing as a can you live for under €1,000 a month? Yes.
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Our weekly shop is about 100 to €120 a week. We took a sort of average of our bills and things like that, and we worked out that we probably spend €750 a month.
Yeah. That's right.
That's for everything we've talked about today, and
Except for
everything's
the
on these
construction.
sheets.
Except for the construction.
Except for construction,
Because that's
a
renovation.
one-off.
Yeah. But all your basic stuff,
Yeah, on your ongoing
all your
costs.
living costs and that, it averages about £7.50.
Yeah. Now, we have bought our own place, so we
Yeah,
don't
of
have,
course.
and we bought it cash, so we don't have any mortgage costs.
Yeah,
We don't have any rental costs.
that's a huge, you know,
Yeah, I mean,
a huge
in this
chunk,
area,
isn't it, really?
a 3-bedroom house, you're probably talking about 600 to 700 a month for rent.
So that's a huge chunk, isn't it? You
Yeah.
know, it's ridiculous. But
If you're in Lisbon or Porto,
hell of a lot.
you easily double that. No problem at all, if not more. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, you can live for under €1,000 a month. It's not necessarily a lavish lifestyle.
Not at all.
We don't go
I
out.
don't get any luxuries whatsoever.
Oh,
Me magnums, that's it. Me magnums.
We don't go out for meals.
No, we don't go out for meals. The trouble
We
is,
don't go out
because
drinking either. So
no, we're not drinkers because it just hurts too much. I have sleep problems as it is. I'd have 2 beers and I'm up all night. You know what I mean? So we don't go out for meals either because I used to. I've got a fly around my face. I don't go out for meals and stuff like that because I used to be a cook and you'd always compare it to what you can do at home.
and you can do better than that.
So it's always like, oh, thank you. What size that be?
Yeah, so we're happy just being on our own and being quiet, and
I know, it's nice just having peace and quiet, really.
we will go out for an occasional meal, but it might be
Yeah.
maybe once a month, not even that, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I mean, we are trying to make an effort to go and sort of visit places and things.
Yeah.
I think we really have to stop getting stuck into a bit of a rut, you know, doing so much work. We do have to make the time. We've had a recommend. There's a river beach down towards the Garo, and they've opened up a little cafe, and apparently the burgers are really good from there. So apparently they're big stack burgers. So we may pop down to the river beach
yeah,
to have a burger
yeah.
and a bit of a swim. It's beautiful.
But it's that was a recommend from somebody who actually called to the house.
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
They live nearby and they recognised the house.
So they come to
So,
visit. It was great.
It was Paul and Lou, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
hello, Paul
Hi,
and Lou.
Paul and Lou.
Thanks for the recommend.
Yeah, we'll see you down the river beach. Get a burger. Any more questions that maybe we haven't spoken about? Any things we've
Yeah,
missed?
if there's
that
a
you think,
particular price for something
you
you
know,
want,
just let us know. It's brilliant, you know. All your comments are brilliant.
Yeah.
And thank you so much.
so much help.
So much, you know, it's so helpful, and the support we've got as well. The comments are lovely. I was a little bit worried because you hear all kinds of things about online things, trolling and stuff, but everybody that we've had have made such nice comments. So thank you, everybody, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
I know.
Bye.